Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, August 2, 2022. You may feel comfortably anonymous as you begin the day. As the day advances, the moon's move into your solar 9th house suggests you crave more interactivity. A Mercury-Saturn transit also comes into play, and there can be a misunderstanding or block that has you feeling a little deflated. You could be frustrated with people who seem to be making light of your fears or concerns. Financial decisions are not straightforward at the moment, and you may decide it's best to conserve your energy than to argue a point or push an issue, as people don't seem open right now. Work on strengthening your position for best results. You're set to face another cosmic battle that could test your relationships today and tomorrow. This is because your planetary ruler, Saturn, will be in a particularly dark, devastating, and cruel mood. Currently, he orbits in your solar 2nd house of finances, and he will trade blows with mental Mercury now spinning in your solar 8th house of shared assets and investments. Bad news around your wealth could pop up, causing you and your partner to exchange sharp words. It appears an investment you thought was a winner could leave your significant other doubting your judgment. Having an easy day is not a bad thing. Nobody will think less of you if you enjoy a somewhat relaxing day, since the moon will be void of course until mid-afternoon. Use this time to unwind from your workweek before the moon enters analytical Virgo later on. Once in Virgo, Luna's energy will become mentally agile and active, as it will encourage you to research new opportunities to further your career path. You can use the focused lunation to find adventures that will hone a skill or teach you something new to apply to your profession. Turn your ideas into money makers. Don't dismiss a passing whim or a quick thought. Keep a pen and piece of paper with you handy at all times. You are likely to come up with an ingenious plan while in your car. Or you could come up with an idea for a brand new hit song while walking down the street. These ideas could manifest into something huge. Don't disregard them just because they seem too unusual or far-fetched at first. Your advice is in great demand. Because of your high energy levels, you are happy to comply, but take care not to give too much of yourself. You might suffer a burnout and lose interest in others. It's fine to ask others to return the favor. Ultimately, relationships work best when give and take are done in equal measure. It's a good time to go in with friends or roommates on big purchases none of you can afford separately. Stay away from timeshares, but anything else is fair game. As soon as you arrive on the scene, you find that rivals seem to fade from view. Maintaining a natural approach helps you get the attention from any potential admirers. Make the most of your desirability and appeal, but be sure you don't overdo the swagger. Any exaggerated conduct can quickly become a turn-off. Have you been looking for a new job? If so, this could be the day when you get the offer. Or you might receive some unexpected information indicating possible new sources of income that you could pursue on your own. No matter what, new doors of opportunity are going to open for you, which could make a big difference in your lifestyle and catapult you into a higher socioeconomic bracket. Make the most of it all. The vibrations of the day are going to tend to destabilize you. You are going to have to go with the flow even if the going is a little rough. However, you should think about your behavior with your family and friends. Try not to beat them over the head with your certitude. Take time to listen and weigh the pros and cons of a situation and stop acting on impulse. There may be a slowdown in your professional life. This is a day where there could be some revelations or even some unexpected, serendipitous or eureka moments, but the real gift is the sense of direction and purpose this can give you. This comes right in the heart of a rare triple alignment that is giving Mars and his warrior and competitive spirit a better sense of what you are fighting for, just as the warrior planet moves into his final 18 days in Taurus. Meanwhile, the stars align to make this a good day on the communication and relationships fronts, and especially when it comes to your personal or more intimate relationships. As the moon leaves your romantic sector, it would normally be up to you to keep the spirit of romance alive until it comes full circle again later in the month. Instead, The romantically charged lunar vibes of the last few days have been the warm-up to the first planetary activity in your romantic sector this year, now just 2 days away. Our eyes in the sky. There is big Leo energy around you with both the Sun and Mercury surrounding you with love and light, but the big planetary news today is relationship-focused, balance-seeking asteroid Juno heading retrograde in procrastinator Pisces. Any interpersonal struggles that you've tried to cover up float to the surface now, and you'll have a hard time ignoring them under this self-reflective retro motion. Some good questions to ask yourself during this retrograde cycle will be why you're in the relationships you're in, and if the partnerships in your life have an equal sense of give and take. You might not have any huge epiphanies or aha moments now, but putting yourself on the track toward figuring out which relationships work and which ones need more effort is a big step forward for you while Juno spins backward. Passions are high, and we might be moved to fight for others' rights, knowing that is the just thing to campaign for all to be able to exercise their freedom of expression. Who knew that our pain could be best exorcised by taking the focus, and therefore, the weight of expectation, off of ourselves, and witnessing self-doubt through another's eyes? Under this influence, we can assist others with their problems, healing our own fear of incompetence in the process. Close friends benefit from our guidance and trust our judgment, as it is clear we have lived through similar situations and can provide sound advice for dealing with their dilemmas. In the morning, the Leo moon squares off with Jupiter in Aries, stimulating self-indulgence. As the moon transits Leo, we crave safety and comfort, and we might believe that we can sate our appetite for security by feeding our cravings, Jupiter style. For this reason, be conscious of how coping mechanisms can become unhealthy. We might go overboard trying to protect or nurture those who have not requested our help. Avoid eating or drinking to excess. This transit will pass quickly, and we probably won't suffer too many ill effects. However, we should be conscious of how we perceive voids and the ways we seek to fill them. We might long to be around loved ones, those with whom we are safe expressing our emotions. We can easily pour our devotional feelings into our pets, home environments, creative projects, or even our work. However, it is more likely that this aspect will manifest in a desire to socialize. Although we incline to give love at this time, be mindful that you are worthy of receiving it too, even if you haven't done anything to earn it. Your interests are still varied, but you see the value in more practical viewpoints. The only person who might be judgmental about your life is you. Give yourself a hug and try to embrace your unique qualities. Understand that you're an amazing person who relishes originality. The flip side to this transit is that emotions may be erratic and temperamental. Take a step back from a situation if you feel that it's ready to combust. Take a momentary pause in an argument or with your inner frustrations to help calm you down. This will also allow you to think from a rational and clear-headed perspective, which can be hard to do when emotions accelerate and reach fever pitch.